It freaked me the fuck out.
So Leroy, your kids have got a bit of an unconventional sort of upbringing. You know, you
Yes.
started off in Queensland. Now you're in Bali. Who knows what the future may hold? No one really knows. But what do your kids think about it all?
Yeah, mate. So our kids started off like our eldest started off at school as normal school, prep, grade one, grade two. And then obviously COVID come along, and we went the homeschool route during COVID, and we just never went back. Actually, in saying that, we went back for a term last year, just to see like, are we doing the right thing? Are they learning enough? Are they,
Yeah.
making the friends, all this, and it was, I don't know. I'll say it anyway because it's fucking weird. Am I allowed to swear on here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Right.
perfect. Yeah, so anyway, we put them in I won't name the school, but a local school on the Sunshine Coast, that was a religious school. So we put them in there for a term, just thinking, let's just put them back in school. And one of the kids at this religious school in grade four, it would have been, was a furry. Um, and
Very.
for
Oh,
those that don't know furry, it's they're imitating
Yeah.
dogs or cats, and it freaked me the fuck out. Like it was like they had a pet bowl in the room. They had
oh no.
this individual child had breaks for playing with ants at during different times of the day,
You're
and I'm
kidding.
thinking, no, like you always heard about it, but I thought it was like overseas or just random places
I've
and
seen
stuff.
some of my local oval.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like they didn't dress up as anything, I don't believe. Like they were still in the school uniform, but they were like had special privileges. But we're talking about what, 9, 10 year olds, like, and it was bizarre. It
Yeah.
really, and that wasn't the thing. Like I couldn't care. Like I'm more embarrassed for the parents for letting that happen, not the
Yeah,
child. Like the child's
absolutely.
obviously got some mental health issues, but the parents, I don't know what's going on there. That's really concerning. But um, yeah, so man, there's so much stuff going on with the school system at the moment. I just don't agree with a lot of it. My wife has been absolutely amazing. She's taken the reins with the homeschool staff. We have tutors come in, so we still do the maths and English as a core thing every day, and the reading, writing, and stuff like that. And then we have tutors come in, but we're also giving them that real world experience. So they're seeing
Yeah,
different cultures, they're
absolutely.
seeing traveling, they're doing, working out currencies, they're working out different, airports and scheduling and all this kind of stuff. So they're getting a lot of stuff that they're going to need later in life, and it's going to become more apparent to them than learning about what happened in 1834 in some random country that means
Yeah. Yeah.
nothing to anybody, or learning you know so yeah, whether or not they go back to school, like it's, if they want to, they can definitely go back at any stage. It's not something we're against, but at the moment, with our schedule, the life, and where we live, it just makes sense because we're very rarely in one location for that long that it makes sense to give them a good routine to be able to
Yeah.
Yeah.
do a term and then just go away for school holidays, for example. So um, yeah, mate, it's interesting, but we don't feel like we're missing out. The kids are definitely at the same level. They're still following the Queensland curriculum, so we still follow like a homeschool curriculum. They have to send in, reporting and send in like different assessments and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So everything's by the book, but just on our terms and
There's a
just
lot
on
of
our
lot of
times
there's a
as
lot of
well.
people doing homeschooling. So
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
definitely.
schools are overrated, I think.
Yeah, I think so. And it allows us to double down on their strengths and their interests rather than forcing them to do 6 hours of work a week that has no bearing on their life, or may not
Yeah.
be an interest. I'd rather double down on, whatever it is that they are interested in that time, and, allow them to explore their own creativity and do it their way.